Hello, 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 and welcome once again to the Harbin Hot Springs inspired and sponsored New Moon in Cancer, also the summer solstice, also the eve of Father's Day, the eclipse, and a bunch of other things that we'll get to as we start the journey. So happy to be with everyone again. And I'm Sherry Froman, aka Huggi-Ma. And this is now my fifth Harbin Hot Springs sponsored live Facebook event. And I'm learning a lot about doing online ritual. And at first I thought it wasn't going to be possible, but now I'm really loving it and I'm having a lot of fun with the technology and just really stoked to be keeping the cycle flowing. So let me show you my altar that we're using for the night. As you can see, this is a Cancer themed altar. We have many objects that represent water and the ocean between all the different chalices and the seashells. We have the different goddess cards from the tarot deck representing the Cancer water element. We have two moon goddesses since Cancer's planet ruler is the moon. And then of course we have the four elements as well, always represented on there, and all types of little sea creature-y type of things happening. So as you can see, I am doing tonight's ceremony in the bathtub. And that's to bring in the water element as best as possible. So I'm in the bath, not just pretending. And so since Harbin still isn't quite open just yet, I figured, well, why not just do something that feels very Harbin-esque and take a bath while doing a ceremony. So splish splash. So what I love about honoring the new and full moon every month and continuing to honor it is that it regularly reminds us that we're still on time, we're still part of a cycle, still part of nature, and the earth is still holding us and supporting us, even through a strange era like the one we're in now. So many guests of Harbin, from when they reopened last year until they closed again this year, don't know about Harbin's spiritual history. There were so many ceremonies and rituals that happened daily on the property, from new and full moon rituals, of course, to the 8 Sabbath gatherings like the solstices and the equinoxes, to kirtan chanting, to pipe ceremonies, to sweat lodges, to women's and men's teepee circles, tantra classes, yoga, silent meditation, and so on and so forth. Before the fires, there were all kinds of sacred structures and altars all over the property. So when Harbin reopens, let's remember that Harbin isn't just a hot spring retreat, but a place for all different types of spiritual worship, rituals, ceremonies, and more. And the moon ceremonies have traditionally happened at Harbin in the warm pool, and ceremony and ritual of all kinds have been happening at Harbin for millennials by the native people, the Pomo and the Miwok. So even though we're not on the land currently, we're still connected energetically to the spirits of the earth and water and the magic of being in ceremony together. So thank you for being here. So since we're now in the zodiac sign of Cancer, it just started, and Cancer is ruled by the water element, as briefly as you can, find an object that can represent the element of water to be with you during this journey. And it could be a seashell, a chalice, a cup of water, a beverage, sea creature sculpture, a mermaid, a picture of a fish, etc., etc. And if you're unable to locate one, then just imagine whichever water object you'd like to be part of the journey with you. So while holding and or connecting with the object in some way, we're going to start by calling in the directions. And there's many directions that we like to honor here, both the elemental spirits as well as the human spirits. So start by closing your eyes. Take some deep breaths. And if you know which direction is east, where the sun rises, turn and point your body in that direction. I'd like to welcome the spirits of the East, place of the new dawn, rising sun, element of spring, the winged creatures, the birds, the fairies, place where everything can start all over. Thank you, spirits of the East. We welcome you here tonight. Blessed be. And everyone turn 90 degrees to your right, and that'll put you facing south. I'd like to call in the spirits of the South, the place of fire, the noonday sun, of summertime and the solstice, of passion, of deep, deep self-expression. Welcome, spirits of the South. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Blessed be. And turn another 90 degrees to your right so that you're now facing west. I'd like to call in the spirits of the West, the place of water, of the setting sun, of autumn, of the place of our emotions, of releasing and letting go. Thank you, spirits of the West, for being here with us tonight. Blessed be. And turn another 90 degrees so that we're facing north. Welcome, spirits of the North, element of earth, place of wisdom and growth, of deep land spirits, of mountains and the snow. We welcome, spirits of the North. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Blessed be. And if you're comfortable raising your hands towards the sky, if not, just facing upward is good. I'd like to welcome spirits of above, the sun, the moon, the stars, all of the celestial beings for shedding your light on us. Welcome, spirits of above. Thank you for being with us. Blessed be. And turning downward, putting your hands on the earth if it's comfortable. We'd like to welcome spirits of below, place of the plant spirits, the creepy crawly, the two-legged, the four-legged, the finned, the winged, and all of those creatures that make this earth what she is. Thank you, spirits from below. We welcome you here tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in spirits of center, our own inner place of balance and solitude, coming back to ourself, the circle of our own life. Thank you, spirits of center. We welcome you tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to call in the human spirits, starting with the sacred masculine. Welcome, sacred masculine, the fathers, the grandfathers, the uncles, the brothers, and the sons. We welcome you here tonight. Thank you. You are so loved. Blessed be. And we'd like to call in the feminine spirits, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, sisters, and daughters. Thank you so much, feminine spirits. You know that you are loved and appreciated. Welcome and blessed be. And I'd like to thank the elder spirits and welcome you tonight, the ancestors, those who are currently walking this plane and those who've moved on to another. We welcome you and your messages that you leave with us. Thank you so much and blessed be. And we'd like to welcome the child spirit, all the little people running and playing, the infants, the toddlers, the teenagers. All of you are so important and so welcome. Thank you for being here tonight. Blessed be. And I'd like to welcome the mixed spirits, those that walk in multiple worlds, that identify as more than one. Thank you so much. You are so appreciated. We welcome you for walking the spirit of the rainbow. Blessed be. The circle is cast. We are between the worlds. So we'll start by sharing a little bit about the summer solstice. So the summer solstice is otherwise known as Litha. It's the longest day of the year and traditionally called midsummer, since the original beginning of summer was on May 1st, or Beltane, and the first day of autumn was August 1st, or Lammas. And the word solstice is derived from two Latin words. You have sol, meaning sun, and sister, to cause to stand still. Traditionally, festivals were held on the summer solstice and they lasted all day long in a nod to the sun's extended hours. And the Stonehenge was a popular place to go see the sun shine through a certain point in the structure. And cultures all around the world still celebrate this day with feasts and bonfires, picnics, music, you name it. And many bonfires were lit to honor the sun. And the summer solstice has many of the festivities that were later moved to 4th of July in America. And if you notice, the fireworks that are on display for 4th of July symbolize an exploding sun. Coincidence? So the new moon is always in the same sign as the sun. And the new moon starts the beginning of each cycle, and it's where the sun and the moon are most aligned, and when starting over, anything is possible. So we've just moved into the sign of Cancer, which is the crab and ruled by the water element. I have a little crab necklace right here that I made from the beach. The traits of Cancer are emotional, sensitive, caring, nurturing, and deep and protective with motherly love, home, and domestic life. It's the most liquid form of water out of the three water signs, Scorpio being frozen water and Pisces being vaporous gas water. And Cancer shows the world its hardened outer shell, but inside it's quite soft and moist and very tender. The triple goddess symbol are the deities for Cancer, and they represent the three aspects of the moon: the crescent moon, or the goddess Artemis, the full moon, the goddess Selene, and the new moon, the goddess Hecate. And those three goddesses are the maiden, mother, and crone, and make up the complete cycle of the moon, which is the planet ruler for Cancer. We are also on the eve of Father's Day, landing on summer solstice this year. And that's not a coincidence either, as those are two very masculine-focused holidays. So the paternal energy is really strong this weekend for sure. So speaking of strong paternal energy, as well as holding the container of the nurturing water element, a longtime well-known Harbin resident named Sunheart has recently transitioned from his physical body into the spirit realm. Sunheart was an amazing massage and Watsu practitioner on the Harbin staff. He'd been a resident for many decades, and he held space for a lot of people to have emotional releases in the water. He was a very cosmic man, walking in both worlds for decades, and has a heart as pure as the sun, hence his name. So we honor Sunheart's passing as part of the ritual tonight. Thank you, Sunheart, for being who you are and for blessing so many with your love. So normally the new moon ceremonies have had a more quiet internal feel to them. But between Juneteenth, which was yesterday, the summer solstice, the new moon, the eclipse, both Mercury and Venus in retrograde, and Father's Day all happening on the same weekend, we're going to go a little further into our journey this evening. A journey that reflects the emotional intensity happening all around us as of late. Many of us have been at battle with our hardened crab shell out for the world to deal with. Many of us have been fighting the good fight, being strong and powerful with our actions and words. But what about what's underneath? What hides in the soft layers that our armor is protecting? What emotions are lying beneath the surface? Really feel into that for a moment. So now, while breathing deep into our hearts, we're going to do a group healing call out, thinking about everyone and everything that we'd like to send some love to. And to do this, close your eyes and imagine your heart being fully open, allowing all the emotions to flow through, the watery softness of what's inside of you coming out, feeling the full expression of your nurturing nature to be seen. And when you're ready, we're all going to be verbally calling in healing for those who are needing it in the world. Who are you sending your healing out to? What are you sending your healing to? We will have a couple minutes and begin. I'm sending healing out to all the people I love at Hardin and support during this time of transition with our beloved Sunheart. I'm sending healing to all the people of color and everything that they're going through. Imagine those people receiving you fully. Imagine them transforming into being all that they could be. Imagine them opening up into watery softness and sensitivity, swimming in the healing waters, back in the sacred womb again, becoming healthy and whole. Coming back into the space, take a deep breath and shake it out. In traditional Western astrology, the sun is considered masculine and the moon is considered feminine. They don't reflect gender, only energies. And today, the sun represents the light solar masculine version of Cancer. And today, the moon represents the dark lunar feminine version of Cancer. So the moon is Cancer's ruling planet, a feminine sister entity, while the moon's brother, the sun, rules the next sign over, which is Leo. Cancer is a feminine motherly sign, while Father's Day, a very masculine-focused holiday, lands within the sign of Cancer. Tonight is the new moon, and tomorrow is the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. On that day, the masculine sun is celebrated, while at the same time, the dark side of the moon is honored this evening. And of course, the outer shell of the Cancer crab is hard and stiff and rough, but the inside is soft and nurturing. The masculine and the feminine, both in their elements in perfect balance. So having the solstice and the eclipse on the new moon pushes us to go into a realm that isn't comfortable, that isn't part of our normal. But with the Cancerian energy, this is an opportunity to have a deeper inquiry into ourselves and create a super extraordinary normal. What does that feel like? And is there something getting in the way of that happening? What is it we want to release and let go of once and for all? What no longer serves us? So you will now have an opportunity to think of what it is that you feel ready to say goodbye to once and for all. So feel free to stand up, get into a comfortable space where you can move your body around. And whether it be a feeling, a state of consciousness, physical hindrance, something situational, you'll have a minute or so. And since we're all in our private domain, release like no one's watching, because technically nobody is. And begin. I'm letting go of any past insecurity I may still be carrying. I'm letting go of feeling stage fright every time I do these ceremonies. Letting go of old stories that I'm not enough, and on and on and on. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. Call it out. Set it free. Be released. Let it be. And shake off anything that no longer serves us. Let's just close our eyes for a moment and have a moment of silence. So using the influence of the new moon, we go inward to discover our dark lunar energy, our passionate liquid magic, what our shadow wants to say, a flowing out into the watery realm of the ocean. So imagine standing at the beach, on the shore, facing the ocean, and start taking some slow steps into the water, giving yourself permission to be submerged by the waves, taking more and more steps into this mythical ocean, getting ready to dive deep, swimming with the tides, going into the abyss. We give ourselves permission to unlock our innermost tender places, of the places hidden by the hardened shell of our reality, going further down the glittery sandy bottom, squishing between our toes, stepping into the fluidity of tidal flows, and start to feel your body slowly begin to undulate, as if you're a belly dancer, creating ripples with your limbs and torso, imagining waves moving through your skin and muscles, your bones turning to soft squishiness, melting to the bottom of the sea. And begin to crouch down towards the earth, like a crab that's reached the bottom of the ocean. And then, if you're comfortable, spread out on the ground, imagining being a sea creature. Maybe you're the kind of creature that lays on your back, or maybe the kind that lays on your belly. Or perhaps you're curled up into a ball on your side. Or maybe you're the kind that scuttles around, moving from place to place. You get to choose. And while in this place, at the bottom of the ocean, we close our eyes and go deep into our hearts, looking at what we haven't wanted others to see, looking at what we hide within our hardened shell-like surface, putting your hands on your chest and sitting with our feelings for a moment. And when being with them long enough, be they anger, rage, confusion, something indescribable, what we find out is that those feelings' real name is grief. So take this moment, this opportunity to think of everyone and everything you've ever loved. And we're going to say the name, the same 4 sentences over and over to help aid in moving through that grief. We will be saying, I'm sorry, I miss you, thank you, I love you. Saying those phrases out loud at your own tempo. And when you're ready, begin. sorry. I miss you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I miss you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I miss you. Thank you. I love you. It's okay to cry. Letting go can be really big. Feeling the tears, energetic or physical. Washing over you. Cleansing you. Like the ocean herself. Feeling everything. Release and receive. Feeling open, feeling whole. Listening to the sea goddesses wash away the pain, wash away the tears, cleansing you and making you whole. And with this new sense of openness in our hearts, we start slowly getting up, if we haven't already, pulling our bodies into an upright position. And as we start our journey home, we begin by setting some intentions from this quiet place, intentions for the next cycle of the moon, starting with this Cancer new moon. So if you were to set an intention from your hidden depths, of your deepest place in your heart, something that has yet to be surfaced, what would that be? What would you like to see happen that you want to share with the world? Feel free to say out loud what that is, and continue to name as many things as you wish for the next minute or so. And move your body as you desire, feeling your truth and naming your intentions out loud, calling it out for the world to hear. My intention is to start creating more income. My intention is to practice more yoga, to enjoy nature more, to travel, to tell more people that I love them, to be more of an ally, to be more present. Feeling those intentions. and coming to a close. And slowly start your journey back out of the ocean, back towards the shore, feeling the water's magical salt cleansing, washing over you, dripping off your skin, flowing gently back into the sea, taking your past, your tears, and washing it away to the ocean, swimming with the tides, riding the waves, letting the ocean carry you back out of the water, feeling like a new person, free and clear, washed and cleansed. And as you look around at this beach, you now have time to celebrate, for tomorrow is the longest day of the year. Yay! After going into the darkest depth of this oceanic new moon, you now get to celebrate with tomorrow's most powerful day of the sun. So take your cup of water or whatever object you have in your hand and bring it close to your heart. Feel the gratitude of this gift of water and summertime join together. May this new moon energy make all your hopes, wishes, and intentions come true. And may you forever celebrate the magic of the solstice. Yay! So now I'm going to read you a closing poem. And it's to honor the sign of Cancer. So sentimental, romantic, and strong. You feel you can't cope, but you're wrong. You're a sensual soul with a generous way, doing good deeds day after day. You're loving, devoted, and true, but retreat into your shell if another hurts you. You're brimming with love for the human race. Anywhere you are is a beautiful place. In marriage, you're loyal and right from the start. Having someone to love was the dream of your heart. Your sense of commitment will take you quite far. This is Cancer, a rare gem. That's who you are. All right, so now we're going to close all of the directions and seal up the container. So if you wish, you can start off by facing east again. We'll make this brief. I'd like to thank the spirits of the East for having been with us tonight, for blessing us with your air and your innocence. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of the South for blessing us with your fire and your passion. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of the water for blessing us with your emotions and your liquid and all of the creatures of the sea, Cancer energy. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank the spirits of the north for blessing us with your earthly wisdom. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. I'd like to thank spirits of above for blessing us with your heavenly light. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. And I'd like to thank the spirits of below for blessing us with your nurturing plant and animal energy. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank spirits of the center for blessing us with the gift of self. Stay if you will, go if you must. You're always welcome. Blessed be. And I'd like to thank all of the human spirits, the masculine, the feminine, the elders, the child, and the rainbow spirits. You are always welcome and appreciated. Blessed be. The circle is open, yet unbroken. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry meet again. Woo! So I'd like to thank everyone who's helped out with the ceremony. Awesome musician friend Danny Hines, Also is Evan Handyside, and to my awesome dad for your fabulous music at the beginning of this ceremony. Happy Father's Day, Didio, I love you. And Jeannie's Poetry for your poem, and of course, my beloved bestie, Charity Miller, who not only helps me write all of these awesome ceremonies, but also sang the amazing mermaid goddess vocals for this one. So I've heard rumor that Harbin may be opening quite soon, so stay tuned. And I warmly accept donations through either PayPal or Venmo. Thank you so much for being here tonight. May you have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward until the next time. Blessed be.